right, call to order Austintown Township Trustee meeting June 3rd, 2024. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Shepherd?
Present.
Here.
Here.
Alright, let's start with introductions. To my right, we have our Administrator and Road Superintendent, Attorney Gapolino. We have our Zoning Inspector, Darren Gabelli. We have our Police Chief, Mr. Gavalier. We have our Assistant Fire Chief, Dave Schurtz. Never say my accent, sorry. We have our Park Supervisor, Todd Schaefer. We have Jessica representing the Community Center today. To my left, I have our wonderful Fiscal Officer, Lloyd Wolf. We have Trustee Monica Devers, Trustee Bruce Shepis to my right, and I am Trustee Robert Santos. I have a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of May 6, 2024.
Second.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
Mrs. Devers?
Yes.
Mr. Shepherd?
Yes.
All right, we have a couple presentations today. We're going to start off with the oath of office given to Daniel Burridge and Jeff Chirella, and Tom Collins. Chief, which one would you like to start with first? Three.
Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and will faithfully discharge the duties
and will faithfully discharge the duties
of Sergeant,
of Sergeant,
Lieutenant, and Captain
Captain
of the Austintown Township
of the Austintown Township
and of Austintown Township Police District
and of Austintown Township Police District
in Austintown Township,
in Austintown Township,
Mahoning County,
Mahoney County,
State of Ohio,
State of Ohio,
during my continuance in office.
during my continuance in office.
Or I
I, Dan Burridge, Jeff Hurley, Tom Collins,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
will faithfully discharge the duties
will faithfully discharge the duties
of
of
Sergeant,
Sergeant
Lieutenant,
and Captain
and Captain of the Austintown Township
of Austintown Township,
and of Austintown Township Police District
of Austintown Township Police District,
in Austintown Township,
in Austintown Township,
Mahoning County,
Mahoney County,
State of Ohio,
State of Ohio,
during my continuance in office.
during my continuance in office.
Congrats.
This guy's on off the hook. You got speeches coming up. You guys want to go forward?
Captain Collins is speaking for all of us.
Maybe like true leader, I delegate that responsibility downhill. No, all I can say is, you know what, when I got out of department back in 91 and full-time 95, my ambition and goal was to do the best I could and change the world. Well, unfortunately, you'll learn this profession. You don't change the world changes you. Unfortunately, this is a very hard job because we deal with individual society who are not at their best, and unfortunately, that tends to wear on us. But the one thing I can say is that doing the best job we can was something that we never failed to strive on. And with my fellow coworkers that I've worked with throughout the years, who have pushed and motivated myself and fellow officers, I wish to continue to have that same motivation as I continue my career further and hopefully make both my family, my coworkers, and the community proud. Thank you.
You read my speech, did you?
You guys want pictures with your family?
These are three veteran officers who are police department. Been with us a long time, bring a lot of experience. Tom's been doing the job of captain, most of the job of the captain for a while now. He does all the policies and procedures, make sure our standards are up to date. We're required by the state of Ohio now. We have updated training every year. If our officers fail to do that, they're no longer an officer until they complete the training. It's a lot of work to watch what the state does, and they update it all the time, and it's constantly changes, very fluid. And he's also oversees our use of force. Anytime officer uses use of force, he's a use of force instructor. He reviews that. He does a lot of administrative work in the police department. When we launched our body cameras, Tom took that. It's a lot of work with the body cameras. You just don't go out there and turn the camera on and off. There's a lot of software updating on that. And Jeff. Jeff's very detailed. Jeff's one of our traffic accident investigators. If it's not breathing and moving the station, Jeff has it numbered and logged. On his desk.
Labeled.
On his desk is where his pens and pencils go. He has everything marked down. He has anxiety attack every time he comes into my office. It looks like a tornado went through my office. His office is spotless. And then Dan, when you come up with an idea or policy or something, you think it's real easy or whatever, there's always the other side. That's Dan. Dan always brings the other side to us, and took me a while to figure out Dan. A month or two, I sit back in the office, I can hear the slaughter. He's on the phone talking all the time. He comes in certain hours and he's talking on the phone. I think he's talking to his mother. And I said, why he's talking so loud, everybody can hear. Why don't you go outside and talk to your mother? Why are you making it so public? And then it caught on to me. He was doing his senior updates. He contacts 2 or 3 seniors a month, and they got to contact him every week, talks with him. It sounds like he's talking to his mom on the phone conversation. And Dan does such a good job with that, and once you get promoted, you have some assignments, so Dan will be in charge of the senior watch.
You guys want photos for your family?
Why don't you guys stand up behind them a little bit?
Can you see us?
I can, Monica, you're good. We scoot that way. Rob, scoot that way. There.
Not Margaret.
Thanks, everyone. I appreciate it.
Hey, do you guys want family photos? We have them if you want to go up and take a family photo.
We'll take it outside.
Okay.
So you're with the those three outstanding gentlemen, but we don't have to stay for the rest of the boring stuff. You always can come back in after you're done with photos. Oh, okay. Hi. Okay. I didn't see her. I was like, where's the cat? We're here. Just wait for all of them. Noise died down a little bit. All right. So our next presentation, we have a presentation by Kathy Mock, Kathy Dorbish, and Amy Fife on the Story Trails program. If you three young ladies want to step up.
I'm batting lead off tonight, so trustees and members of the audience and the township leadership, thank you very much for having us out today. I'm Amy Fife from the library. And before we get started on our part of the evening, I just wanted to say congratulations to the officers and to the department on the promotions. We have a wonderful relationship with the Austintown Police Department who help us with off-duty officers as school resource officers who come and work with us on the after-school programs. So happy to see that the promotions are happening. So thank you very much for the opportunity to come tonight and speak today about our partnership with the trustees as well as the local schools about the story trails at Austintown Park. We did our kickoff on May 30th, which I'm sorry to say I was out of town and I was unable to be at. But all three of our organizations announced the Story Trail partnership in the beautiful setting of Austintown Park. We had wonderful turnout and attendance. If you have not been to this particular story trail or one of the story trails that the library partners on, we started this during the pandemic when our building was originally closed as a way of engaging with the community and making sure the children of the community were still reading, even despite all of the drama that was going on. So we secure the rights to these books. We blow them up and put them on signs along a walking path at child eye level, and then parents can take their children and go down and read the book from sign to sign and do some interactive engagement with the story while they're doing that. So we're very pleased that we have the opportunity to do this with our partners in Austintown, and it's really this kind of collaborative partnership that makes the library a force multiplier for the community. So we received wonderful press coverage and great attendance, and we're very happy to have the opportunity to do this. And I'll turn it over to my partners for additional comments.
Thank you, Amy. I too want to extend my congratulations to our police officers who keep our community safe. We greatly appreciate that. And before I move on, by the way, Amy Fife is the executive director of the library, so we're very pleased that we have her here with us tonight. So again, I am Kathy Mock, and I am a member of the Austintown Board of Education, and I'm so very happy to be here tonight because we, the Austintown Local School District, kind of got the wheels in motion for this to happen, the story trail. And that was because of one of our kindergarten teachers, Karen Lamb. And she was not able to be here with us tonight. But she was in another community and she saw these story trails. And she was walking with one of her grandchildren and thought, my goodness, why can't Austintown have a story trail too? You can walk along the trail, you can read a story, you're outside, you're having exercise. So I said, wait a minute, I have some good friends at the library, let me see what I can do. So I took the proposal forward, and here we are today. We have a story trail in the Austintown community. And before I pitch it to my good friend here, who happens to be Kathy Dorbish, the head principal of Austintown Elementary School, I want to thank all the trustees who were in attendance for the ribbon cutting, and a very special thanks to Monica Devers, who helped get this going in the park. We had kind of like a little conversation, I think it was the 4th of July, and Monica, you should just say a couple of things about that. Come on.
Okay, well, Kathy walked in, I don't know, to get something at the restaurant, and I'm like, I'm looking at the storybook trail, and she goes, I'm working on that. And I'm like, oh, that's wonderful. So we got talking, and she was telling me how Karen Lamb was the first grade teacher talking about it, and I'm like, this is great. So we can all get together and try to do this. This was last year. So it took a while for us to get it going, but once we got the wheels going, we really got going. And I just love how it came out. It's, you know, I tell everybody the book is a gift, and it provides imagination and knowledge and personal growth, and why they're all enjoying the outside. And it's at our park now. So I'm extremely excited, and I hope people go to enjoy it with their families, and I plan on going with my grandchildren. Yes. And I thank you. I thank the Austintown School Board for working with us, the Public Library for working with us, and it's a beautiful thing at our park. Thank you.
And I always say too, you can't get anything done unless it's like working together. Everything's about relationships. So look what we have done, and we're going to continue it on. And again, thank you to the trustees. Greatly appreciate it. So Kathy Dorbish.
And I get to end the presentation with a big announcement, but again, thank you to everyone for the support. Please head out to the Austintown Park. It is so cool. The kids are excited to be there. They're enjoying it. But the big announcement is we get to bring this to Austintown Elementary School in the fall. So we will have our storybook trail right around our building, and if you've ever gone past the school, it is very well attended. The playground's in the evening and families are there, so it'll be a great opportunity to promote reading and the libraries right in our own school. So thank you very much for everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you again very much.
Kids are going to enjoy it. Before we go to the next presentation, I kind of want to give a little bit of a backstory to this. If you guys don't know, the Austintown Park's playground expansion is 100% complete. Minus a little bit of cosmetic needs to get done without their assistance of the fellow trustees. Is something we definitely could not have done. As what happens with every project, you have these things that come up unexpectedly. We had that actually happen here in our park. And one of it was an expense that we were not looking forward to swallowing that pill to have to take care of. So all the trustees, we went out there, we started asking all the local communities, the local organizations. And there was one organization that decided to step up to help offset some of that cost for our park. And for that, before I name who it is, they're actually going to have the picnic area and pavilion named after that organization. So that leads us into this next presentation. Before we get to that, do either one of you want to say something about this before we bring them up?
Just so grateful. I really enjoyed the ribbon ceremony the other day with all of you. Our state representative Alcantrona was present as well, along with the trustees, and representation from the school board was there. And I can't say thank you enough. So, I'm looking forward to continuing our relationship, moving forward. And obviously, if there's anything we can do to help you, we'd be glad to.
Of course, we love the Rotary, and thank you very much. I appreciate everything you're doing, and this would be a great for our picnic area. We do appreciate it. Thank you.
Before we announce what they did, we're going to allow them to come up, give their presentation, and explain what it is that they have decided to donate to this community.
Mr. Real, you be speaking?
No, Gary's not allowed.
I wouldn't expect that's
You don't have oh, God. It was that 3-minute timer.
I'm the chaperone tonight.
We're making Gary speak.
Oh, go ahead. Well, we're talking in front of people, sorry for me. We presented this idea of a project, and we've been waiting for a project that could be something that would benefit the community. And you see the number of kids, the number of families that use the picnic area, that really
and the adjacent splash pad. It's a busy place in the summer. So we were thrilled with the chance to do this, and we want the community to know that we are still trying to do things. We have the band shell at the park, we have Celebration Grove, and now we have this pavilion. So we're always looking for something good. And appreciation to all the people that are also working for the Better Than Austin. I'm never been a politician, and this is why, because I don't want to have to try to make everybody happy. And we try to do what we can. And thank you very much.
All I'll add, hi, I'm Jamie Black, and the only thing I'll add is we're looking for new members to join our club. I would be remiss if I didn't put in a shameless plug for that, but all of our fundraisers that we do all year, all of you in the community who support our Fly the Flag project, if you see all the flags flying in everybody's front yards, that's us. You know, we have numerous fundraisers every year. If you participated in our 13 Days of Christmas event this past year, we're doing that again, but whenever you donate to us, we give it right back to the community, so this wouldn't be possible without all of your guys' support, so thank you to you guys too.
We just added our newest member, Dalton.
I just got off work.
For those that don't know, the Austintown Rotary has graciously donated $10,000 to our playground expansion. So if you guys go out there and you look at our pavilion, we're actually renaming it the Austintown Rotary Picnic Area. If you guys have been out there before, we had those, one say it, these disgusting looking red mats that were probably red decades ago. They have since moved apart, you know, causing some safety issues. So we were able to get that 100% cemented. It is a completely 360. So if you guys have it, get out there and take a look at it. It's beautiful. Oh, yeah, we're getting right there. They're perfect. Wish we had some before pictures, but that would not have been possible if it wasn't for the generosity of all the Rotary. And it is a privilege to be a part of you, considered a Rotarian. Just remember to get my email right so I can pay my dues on time. So, just thank you. Words cannot express our gratitude.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We have a lot of presentations today. All right, the next one is a presentation by the Austintown Lions Club.
First off, they stole my thunder. I was going to try to get everybody to join the Austintown Lions Club. The Rotary is a fabulous club as well. I know a lot of members of the club, and I'm thrilled that they're as successful as they are. I know this family right here is a member of the Lions Club as well. But I'm with the Austintown Lions Club. I'm Larry Jensen, and don't quite have $10,000 to give, but God bless you guys for doing that. What we're going to start is trying to get a project of benches. So I talked to Bruce Shepis, and he had suggested let's present it, to you folks here, see if it's still okay to do it. I'll show you a picture of it. Okay. It's pretty nice. It looks kind of bluish here, but it's actually the shade of the green. I asked if there was a suggestion as far as color that kind of matches the decor, and they had suggested doing something maybe like forest green or something like that. So that's what we've done. But I did ask as well, because we have a member, if you don't mind, on the bench, you'll see at the top of it, it says donated by the Austintown Lions Club in honor of founding member Lion Bob Whited, who is a founding member in 1977. Heart of gold, and he's been with our club obviously since then. It's still going strong today. So we wanted to put that. Thank you for letting us put that on the bench itself. And our project is to, this is number one, but let's keep going and hopefully we can use a few more around the area. Okay, that's from us, all right? You guys, no, I got around to another club, we're all in for the same thing, and thank you for letting us do this and arrange this to deliver. Okay. Can I say one thing too, please? You don't mind, this gentleman right over here, among your kids, we were neighbors, he lived across the street, and we both played football in my backyard, Bobby up there. And I don't know that he cares that I'm proud of him, but Bob, you were a nice young kid, and he used to tackle me, and I like it. But I'm just so proud of how far you've gone, and I'm just so happy for you. Good man.
Thank you.
I'm going to segue off that. Thank you, in the Lions Club. I appreciate it. So, as you're going to see in the agenda later on, with the enhancement of our park, we're always looking for donors, and specifically, you'll see here, I think John Marino from Mojo's in Tavola has also donated $1,500. And that $1,500 will buy a picnic table, one of those all-weather ones that Todd specifically has picked out and approved of. And it'll be engraved with his family name or restaurant, whatever he chooses. And there are a few others in town, businesses as well. So if you know anybody that owns a business, or just in memory of a family member of yours, or whatever good cause, benches are $1,000 embossed, engraved, and the picnic tables are $1,500. We are looking for a few more of each. So keep that in mind. Thank you.
Keep that in mind. All right. Thank you again. Move on to public comments. We'll start with anything on camera. Is anyone who wishes to speak? Give you 3 minutes on camera. Please come to the podium, state your name and address.
Sam's Morgan, 4492 Bob's Road. First, I'd like to congratulate the officers who got sworn in. I know it's a hard job, but somebody has to do it, and you're under a great chief. Next, I'd like to thank everybody who was involved in our Memorial Day activities. Jason from the custodial staff, Peyton from Falcon Media, and the police, the fire, road department, and our illustrious Austin Township band and choir. Also, the junior ROTC and senior master sergeant of that group. A lot of the groups involved, the DAV chapter, DFW, American Legion, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, and Cub Scouts, and especially all the residents of Austintown who came out that day. It was kind of shaky at the beginning, but it turned out well. And all the individuals came out and did a floral arrangement for their loved one. So really appreciate it. Thank you. Everybody liked the ceremony inside, so we're thinking about that next year also. Thank you.
Anyone else on camera?
My name is Chuck Koch. I'm representing Austintown Youth Football and the property at the dead end of Bible, or not Bible, sorry Sam, not your property. In College Park neighborhood. For those that don't know me, I come in the spring every now and then and just try to give an update on the Austintown Youth Football and Cheerleading program. This year we have the biggest program since the merger. We have right now we have 212 football players and cheerleaders in this program. We have about 25 to 30 football players on each program, 50 cheerleaders on the little cheerleader, the band cheerleading squad, 38 on the middle squad, and 27 on the big squad. So just want to let the residents of that College Park neighborhood know that come July 8th, the traffic will increase, and I have made it a point to all members of our organization that we are to respect that neighborhood. If you have any concerns, any questions to that neighborhood, you can come to me. I've worked with Chief in the past on getting some extra patrols out there at the beginning of the year, just to make sure that we respect. Obviously, we are guests in your neighborhood. We want to respect that neighborhood, but also that's a nice place. Not a lot of places have their own facility like that to use. On that note, this past winter/spring, there was a significant amount of damage done to that property. Some joyriding took place that we didn't discover until the spring. So any residents in that area, just be aware that to come this weekend, we're going to have some equipment in there trying to repair some of the grass and stuff. But it's, we have cameras and stuff now. Unfortunately, cameras didn't catch anything. but like I said, we're going to do some work there this weekend. Again, if there's any concerns about what we're doing there, you can either, all the trustees and the board know how to get a hold of me, but you can email austintownfootball@gmail.com. That goes right to me, and I will personally reach out and address any, whether it's traffic, noise, property, kids parking on, we've had pretty much anything back there we can imagine, but also I just want to communicate to the fire department that with the big teams come a big schedule. We've been assigned by the league 7 home games this year out of 10. 5 or 6 home games and hosting a playoff game as well. So again, just let your schedulers know that we'll be reaching out for obviously police officers at the home games and fire department. I'd also like to get with both of them and begin working on an emergency action plan. That's something that I've been trying to get for the past couple of years there. We just haven't got through to it. But I'd like to sit down with both of you. It just helps. We've had numerous times where we have a call in there. I have to get either the fire in there, police in there, and it's just gets kind of chaotic because the address doesn't, or the place doesn't have an address, doesn't have other than a physical location. It's kind of hard to direct where to go to. But if we can get with you guys, if you have time, let me know. Get with you guys and set up something so we can make response there a lot easier. But other than that, again, my name is Chuck Koch. One more thing. I'm sorry, I'm probably going to have 3 minutes. But we are a volunteer-run organization. We run off sponsorships of the community. If you know of anybody or any business that's willing to sponsor, let me know. That is how our organization runs. All of our equipment is new, top-of-the-line safety equipment, and we get that through donations from local businesses, local sponsors. It doesn't have to be business, and anything helps. So if anybody knows of anybody, again, reach out to that Gmail, reach out to me, reach out to the trustees. They don't know how to get a hold of me, and I appreciate all the support the community's had. Look forward to working with the entire township in the future, and hopefully we can keep this relationship going for a long time. Thank you.
Anyone else on camera? Anyone wants to speak off camera? Awesome. All right. We have a long agenda to go through. We'll start with the administrative report.
All right. Excuse me. First thing I have is a bid opening. This is for the Wilcox retention pond. That is the retention pond located between Wilcox and the Goodwill property there. It takes a flow from some of our township neighborhoods, and the Fleming County Commissioners stepped up with an ARPA grant to take care of it. They also had some maintenance responsibility there for a prior development agreement. So we look forward to restoring this pond to its conditions that it was about 30 years ago when it opened. Lori, do you have that in your... All right, so we'll start with M&M demolition and excavating.
Yes.
They have submitted a bid of $452,074.40. They have submitted an insurance affidavit. Our second bidder, Site Work Unlimited.
has submitted a bid in the amount of $432,524.20. And they have also submitted a bid guarantee and contract bond. LM&R Excavating. They've submitted a bid of $400,871.10. And they have submitted a bid guarantee and contract bond. JS Bova. They have submitted a bid of $470,116.98. And they have submitted a contract bond, bid and contract bond. Our fifth bidder, Rudsig Excavating. Has submitted a bid of $320,400. And they have submitted a bid guarantee and contract bond. And our sixth and final bidder, SET, has submitted a proposal in the amount of $458,790.41. And they have submitted a bid guarantee and contract bond. With that, would anyone like to come forward and inspect the bids? Seeing no one, we will forward these to the engineer for review and award at an upcoming meeting. Thank you. All right. Moving on to the rest of my report. We had a couple openings left in the summer work area for one in road and one in park, which Todd will address later, the parks one. But with that, can I have a motion to hire Derek A. Tesson for the summer work program? He'll be a first year, so he'll be at the rate of $12.25.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Stevens? Yes. Mr. Shepherd?
Yes.
Mr. Sancho?
Yes.
And then I just had a few comments, I guess, to address some things that are going on out there, some construction updates. We are wrapping up our resurfacing program. I believe they finished today, but they'll be around to do some sweeping and some final cleanup on the resurfacing. Tomorrow, the state will be asked to do some survey work for the sound wall, so that's started on Route 11. Also, First Energy sent me a general notice that they will be in the township this summer doing some tree trimming along their tree branches. So if you see somebody, if you come home and see somebody randomly cutting trees in your front yard, that's First Energy. I have contact information here for them if you would like it. And then, you know, We did get designated by the governor as the new, the state's Lake to River counties for Jobs Ohio. That's a big distinction for our area to have our own Jobs Ohio district. So that's something that we are looking forward to in terms of adding employers and helping our current employers find help. I think that's all I have for my report. Those are just some of the important public notices I received this month.
Thank you. Move on to the police chief, Mr. Gardner. With that, we have a motion to authorize the police chief to appoint Kathy pursuant to general orders of Austintown Police Department, policy number 202. Furthermore, the pay rate for this position shall be annual salary of 10% above the lieutenant's salary.
So moved.
Second. Mr. Shepherd?
Yes.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
Mrs. Devers?
Yes.
Then we'll go on to the fire department with Assistant Chief David Schertzer.
So just per the agenda, the resolution for the mandatory pickups, that's a revised code policy for the pension board. And then the number 2 motion is to accept Nate John as a full-time firefighter from part-time. This is so that we can move one of our employees from the truck to inspection to shadow, not really shadow, to work with our current inspector to learn the job because he's going to retire next year. So we're looking to get him trained, to get him going with the like the Meyer project and see how the whole project goes, things like that. And there's a lot to learn there. We have, I think, almost 1,100 businesses, believe it or not, in the township, occupancies that they need to inspect and take care of. So that's going to help with that. And other than that, on May 28th, everybody knows they had the explosion in Youngstown. We were put on standby for that. We did not respond to the scene downtown. But the chief from Youngstown called and asked us, you know, if something else comes into the city, you guys are up if you can. So we were ready for that. We did actually send an ambulance, did one transport from the city, not from the scene, but it was on Oak Hill. We went to Columbus, to Sutphin in May 9th and 10th for the pre-construction meeting for the aerial truck. So that we shored up our specs and plans with that truck. It's still, I believe it was 30 to 36 months out, so we won't plan on seeing that until the end of 26-ish, late 26. The only other thing I have is, like, when school's out, kids are going to be out playing, riding bikes and stuff. Just be aware, be careful. Every year we get the bicycle, vehicle crashes. Just kind of pay attention. Hopefully we can avoid some of those. That's all I got.
I have a motion to approve C, Fire Department 1 and 2 as per the agenda.
Second.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
Mrs. Devers? Yes. Mr. Shepherd?
Yes.
Zoning Inspector, Mr. Kelly.
Okay, I would ask the board to approve the nuisance resolution on Revised Code 505.87 and declare there will be a total of 30 properties on this nuisance list.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Devers?
Yes.
Mr. Shepherd?
Yes.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
Okay, I would ask the board to find the following motor vehicles meet all of the following criteria. 1, 3 model years or older, 2 apparently inoperable, 3 extensively damaged, including but not limited to any of the following: missing wheels, tire, engine, or transmission, and declare the following vehicles public nuisance on Revised Code 505.871, and to order the removal of junk vehicles within 14 days after notice is served to the property owner. 7071 Ruby Court, an inoperable Chevrolet Beretta with expired license plate DIY 3550, parked in exposed manner within the driveway. That's a vacant home. and 4281 Selkirk Avenue, an inoperable white Chevrolet 3500 box truck with expired license plate EXQ 6187 parked in exposed manner within the driveway, and an inoperable blue Chevrolet pickup truck with expired license plate FKA 8935 parked in exposed manner within the driveway with flat tires. Truck bed filled with junk and debris. Unfortunately, that property is a frequent flyer in the zone of violation.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Shepherd?
Yes.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
Mrs. Seaver?
And then next I'd ask the board to approve the third resolution, a motion to ratify the purchase agreement in the amount of $233 plus associated transfer costs, if any, for parcel number 48-075-0-176. And I think prior to all of your tenures, this is a house on Nantucket that caught fire, and the township ended up raising it. It had about, I think it's a 3-car garage. The garage was not damaged by the fire. It's got a cement driveway, and I just can't justify tearing something down that is structurally sound. So anyways, we eventually asked the prosecutor to put it in lien foreclosure, recoup our investment in demolition, and it went up to the sheriff's office twice. Nobody bid, so it got transferred to the land bank, and I think it's a good building for us to own, just if we just use it for storage. We have in the past had to cut the grass for nuisance. I think there's a big pile of branches there. So if the neighbors don't cut it, then it falls to us anyway. So I think we should just own it. And if in the future we want to sell it to a neighbor who may want it, we can look at that. But it's a nice garage that we probably use for cold storage.
So moved.
Second. Mr. Santos?
Yes.
Mrs. Seaver? Yes. Mr. Shepherd?
Yes.
And last, I would ask the board to approve a motion to adopt the resolution attached and made part of the minutes of this meeting pursuant to Ohio Revised Code 505.86 for the removal, demolition of the detached garage building located at 164 South Meridian Road, Austintown Township, County, Ohio 44509. Being further described as parcel 48-010-0-001, plot number 1810, Wycliffe Plat, based on a structure being declared insecure, unsafe, structurally defective by the Austintown Township Fire Inspector. That is where the old railroad tracks were. That was part of, or it is part of the Bud Brothers estate. The majority of this property, I think it's under contract now. We will probably have to hear for upcoming proposal for that property, but this has kind of sat out there. I feel like I've worked with the attorney representing the state long enough. We sent him a letter, or sent the estate a letter, I think last summer, and they really haven't done anything. So I've got 5 other projects to demo, so we'll add this to it and do them all together.
So moved.
Second.
Yes. Mr. Shepherd?
Yes.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
And just would like to just say one thing to the residents. We're in that time of year where we're trying to get the grass cut on properties that are either vacant or people for one reason or another aren't taking care of them. In the month of May, the trustees declared around 135 properties, public nuisances for high grass, junk and debris, that sort of thing. Sometimes those properties will fall off when we send notice, especially with rentals that may be vacant. The landlords tend to cut the grass. But we're out cutting, the road department's out cutting, and we just ask that the residents be patient. Sometimes these yards are 3-4 feet high in grass, and it's not like cutting your own yard, or it might take you 40 minutes or an hour. So we are cutting, we're doing the best that we can. We take complaints anonymously. People can call the zoning office, 330-799-3241. If you end up in my voicemail, just leave the house number and the street. A lot of times people will give us a house number, but not the street. And then we also have on the zoning webpage, you can file an anonymous complaint. And If you file an honest complaint, that comes to me, you know, we'll get it. Here's the thing about, and this is what I want to say. If you file an honest complaint, I don't know who you are. Sometimes some people will put an email with it. If they do, I'll shoot them back an email. But you don't really have to send me the anonymous complaint 10 days in a row. I get it. You're not going to get it cut any quicker, but if you put your email address on it, I will respond back to you that yes, it's already in the system, or no, the trustees will deal with it at the next meeting. I can give you a better update. But anyways, call the zoning office and we're use the website. Once you see us cut a yard, especially if a home is vacant, I'm the only one that works in the zoning office. Please, if you don't see any action, and if the neighbors aren't going to get together and start cutting it, call and report it again. Continue to report it. Vacant homes, if we get them into the system and people keep calling, we can cut them about once a month. That's the best we can do. We have to go through this legal process. When we cut it, we then put a lien on the property September, October this year. I'll file the liens with the county auditor. It's a cumbersome process. It's not efficient. It's not like we do at home where we just go out and cut our grass every week. It doesn't work like that because we're using taxpayer dollars. We have to go through this cumbersome nuisance process. And it's cumbersome. There's a lot of paperwork. So we just ask for your patience. Just be patient and keep in touch with us.
Thank you. Anyone else have anything for Darren? You want to keep talking?
No.
Okay. Thank you. All right, move on to the Parks Department for our supervisor, Bob Schaefer.
For the agenda, I'd like to consider the motion to hire Dominic Lipinski for the summer work program for the 2024 summer season at the rate of $12.25. That is taking the place of a employee that we've had since the beginning of May. He was Clayton Markham. He was with me all of last summer. Excellent employee, but he started this year, and about a month after he started, he was accepted to an internship with ODOT, which is a very good program for Clayton, because that's the field that he wants to go in. So we wish him the best, and Dominic will be placing Clayton for the summer season.
I'm sorry. Second.
Mrs. Severs?
Yes.
Mr. Santo?
Yes.
Mr. Shepherd?
Yes.
Also, with the playground, I would like to thank Senator Michael Ruley, State Representative Al Catrona, the Board of Trustees, Dave Williams and Associates, who did the installation of the playground equipment, O'Neill Concrete they put in 2 sidewalks plus the pad in the picnic area. Austintown Rotary, of course, for stepping up and paying for that concrete in the picnic area. ABC Septic, which is Shane Holes. And I tried to think what to say what Shane did, and the only thing I could come up with was everything. Anything that we needed, as Robert alluded to earlier, when you have a big project like this, things come up unexpectedly, and Shane was right there with his equipment to take care of the problem. As well as our administrator, Mark Dapolito, and my staff who worked tirelessly on getting this project done. I couldn't be happier with the project. I would also like to thank Kathy Mock and her associates for that story trail that it's getting a lot of use. We keep an eye on that during the day because those signs are in the ground pretty good, but they could easily be taken. So we keep a good eye on those signs, and they are heavily used all through the weekend and during the week. The last meeting, matter of fact, I texted her and apologized for omitting this, but I would like to thank Brenda Ryder for her kite festival. She made a donation to the park for the playground equipment. Brenda's been doing that kite festival for over 20 years, and she donated the money this year to the playground equipment at the park. So I would like to publicly thank her, as well as the Austintown Men's Garden Club. They did all the mulching and planted all the flowers around the deck at the pond. Austintown Junior Women's League did all the mulching and flowers at the Butterfly Garden, which is at the number 5 tee for the disc golf course on the south end of the pond. If you haven't seen this Butterfly Garden, walk over by the south end of the pond and check out this Butterfly Garden that Austintown Junior Women's League has done for us. This Friday, June 7th, from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. at the Pogany Pavilion, will be it's free to the public, stargazing, which is put on by the Mahoning Valley Astronomical Society. I've attended that a few times, and as long as the sky is clear, that we can see a lot of stars, and they teach the public a lot about the district or different stars and the galaxies and stuff. It's a fun thing to attend. So it's a clear night this Friday from 9 to 11 at the Pogany Pavilion at the park. Tomorrow starts our concert series. It's kicked off with the Vegas Band. That'll be from 7 to 8:30 every Tuesday from June through August. Again, tomorrow's the Vegas Band. June 11th is the Youngstown Area Community Concert Band. June 18th is Trainwreck, and June 25th is Vintage Vinyl. And last but not least, I would like to thank and acknowledge our girls softball team, back-to-back state champions.
Thank you. All right, and Senior Center today representing Susan Jessica Ricker.
So our trips are in full force right now. So we've got about a trip every week or two. We're making good use of the new vehicle. The seniors love it. They love not having to climb into a tiny cargo van to go on trips. We've got a high-top vehicle now, so they don't have to crawl into the vehicle. So they're really enjoying it. The current trips we have out are the Pittsburgh Zoo, Rose City Outlet, Holden Arboretum, and then we're going on the Lake Erie lunch and scenic cruise around Cleveland, around Lake Erie. And that was actually, it went out today and it filled up today. So I have 12 people that are going on that, and I have 8 people that are on my wait list. So I think we might be doing 2 trips to the Lake Erie cruise. So the seniors are very excited about the new vehicle. I went to the National Council on Aging's senior conference this year. Thank you for allowing me to go to that. I did learn a lot. And I've got some good ideas for new things that I want to implement at the senior center. So it was worth my time and to go for that 3 days of packed schedule. So I really enjoyed myself and learned a lot. And we do have a couple upcoming classes that I just wanted to let the community know about. So we've got a health fair that's going to be taking place at the Senior Center on June 14th. Anybody is welcome to come to that. So we'll have a lot of different community healthcare facilities and information for senior population at that health fair on June 14th. We're also having the Public Utilities Commission of Ohio come out in July and do a little seminar on energy assistance programs available to seniors in the community. And then the Direction Home, which used to be the Area Agency on Aging, is going to be doing a matter of balance class for us. My seniors have been asking about that, and I've got it scheduled for August. So I'm excited about that. And as always, our Facebook and website, AustintownSeniorCenter.org. I've always got it updated with schedules and any announcements that and reminders that the seniors might need. And also, please come and visit us. We're open to anybody that's over the age of 55. And if you live in Austintown, it is free for you, so you might as well come to some of our seminars. We've got cards, bingo, computer classes, lots of exercise classes. We'll keep you busy.
Thank you. I have a motion to approve F Senior Center 1 as per the agenda.
So moved.
Mr. Shepherd?
Yes.
Mrs. Stevens? Mr. Sanchez?
Yes. And our fiscal officer, Louis Wolf.
I have my reports to submit, and also took a look at revenue and expenditures today, and revenue is right about 50%, which is where we should be. And expenditures, I like the look of it. Everybody's under 50%. I know we're just coming into June, but some of the departments are well under. So everybody's managing well this year. Curbing some spending, it looks like. Payroll seems to be in check. So I was happy with what I saw.
All right, motion to approve fiscal officer report 1A through E.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Sampson?
Yes.
Mr. Shepard?
Yes.
Mrs. Stevens?
Yes.
If I can just use a couple minutes. We have to be, I'm not trying to like sugarcoat anything, but we're lucky to have Lori as our fiscal officer. It's a lot of tiresome. If you guys haven't watched the news, you see several other communities that are under the radar right now for misuse of funds, but she has her stuff locked, keyed. You guys want to see it, we're an open book. There's no secrets with us, but I definitely want to give my appreciation for your hard work and, you know, not taking those Caribbean cruises every week. So, next time just take us. No. All right, we're gonna go off to new business here. Before we name off the motions, do you have anything you want to specify in regards to these?
Sure, I'll take item A. This is an agreement for Akron Children's in the township. They have the facility over on Route 46. That facility serves a disproportionately large number of children with federal Medicare, Medicaid assistance. So the federal government has asked them to put these commitments in place with the local municipalities to shore up their obligation to the community and to memorialize their community involvement here. It assists them because of that disproportional ratio of patients with assistance. They have to explain that to the federal government. So this is their explanation. Had a nice phone call with their leadership about 2 weeks ago, and they explained all this to me, and they really are a quality organization trying to do what's best for the township and the kids of the area. So there's no cost to the township here, just memorializing their commitment.
Right, motion to approve memorandum of understanding between the Township of Austintown, Ohio, and Children's Hospital Medical Center of Akron, as per attached.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Shepard?
Yes.
Mr. Sanchez?
Yes.
Mrs. Stevens?
Yes.
Next, I have a motion to approve adult cannabis operators, which includes adult use marijuana dispensaries, cultivators, and processors, and limit to no more than one operating within the unincorporated area of Austintown Township, Mahoning County, and further to repeal resolution number 24-04-01-15, which prohibited adult use cannabis operators within the unincorporated territory of Austintown Township, Mahoning County, as per attached.
I'm going to take a moment to say a few words before I render my vote. We'll make a motion, if that's all right.
Absolutely.
So most of you know, back in 1995, I started with the Mahoning County Sheriff's Department, and I worked almost 30 years in law enforcement, retiring as a counselor with Federal Bureau of Prisons. My personal beliefs, I was never for drugs or marijuana of any kind. However, we live in a whole different day and era. It is legal. My neighbors can grow it, you can grow it up to 12 plants in your house, and there's nothing that we can do about that. And there's a businessman inside me, and more importantly, a steward of the budget as a trustee representing the township. And what this can do economically for our township. We can either say yes to this and reap the benefits. We can control it on where it goes, how many we decide to have in our township. Now that it's stalled out in the Senate, and there's the townships will be receiving 1/3 of that 10% tax going back to the state. We've looked at projections. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars for this community. And I'm just going to use this as an example, that I'm not saying this is where the money's, that we can't earmark for certain departments, but we haven't had a park levy passed since 1986. We have 3 staff in that park. Compared to our neighboring communities, it's mind-boggling. So earmarking maybe some of those monies, if not all of it, for a couple years at a time or whatever, what that could do for our park, for example, or for our township. Possibly even offsetting maybe a future levy for the park or some road department to enhance our roads. So as your representative, your finances are my biggest concern, as well as the operation of this township. So with all that in mind, whether we do it or a neighboring township does it, Austintown residents are going to drive across the bridge, across the border of 46 or Kirk Road, or wherever, and buy it from a neighboring community. I've reached out to the neighboring communities. I know who may be in favor of it and who may not be in favor of it. So why not reap the benefits of it? If we don't, someone else is going to. And once again, I will reiterate, it's legal. And then maybe Robert, you might have something to add.
Okay, this has been a very hard thing for me. So, raising my children, I told them if I ever caught them, I'd kill them. And now, you know, they're adults, and this is state legal, not federal, state legal. So, yeah, it does. It bothers me that I'm up here saying that we possibly should do this for the revenue of our town. I had some concerns about the marijuana dispensary in our town, particularly regarding public safety and Austintown's character. However, after careful consideration and listening to many of the residents and their viewpoints, remember, they voted for this. They voted to have this. Do I like it? I can't say I do. I have to come to see the potential benefits. The potential benefits could bring to our town. The additional revenue could support and improve, as Robert said, or as Bruce had said, our park, or anything else that we would decide on. Could support improvements to our town that we need, that would help our town. Recognizing this, I have some mixed feelings. I believe voting yes is the best interest of the town as a whole. It is important to make sure when the dispensary opens, it operates under all strict regulations and to avoid negative impacts. My decision is balanced between caution and opportunity to enhance our town resources. Ultimately, it's a choice that can benefit our community in the long run. Do I like it? Probably not, but the revenue is there. We have strict rules now, and the reason why we waited is we waited for the state's rules before we decided this decision. I agree with what Bruce has said. I don't know what Robert's going to say.
I'm going to piggyback off what Bruce said. Obviously, I was in the civilian sector for law enforcement, was in the military. I hate marijuana. I wish it was illegal, and I'm a little upset on the way the voting occurred. However, when I ran, I preached that I wanted to be the voice of the people, and I'm tired of these elected officials not listening to the people. And there's nothing more solid and set in stone than your guys' vote. You guys don't know, Austintown actually voted yes. 6,348 residents of Austintown voted yes. Only 5,100 voted no. I'm conflicted because I wanted to say no. I was hoping Austintown would have voted that way. We did back in, I think it was 2015. This was tried. But I'd be a complete hypocrite if I went against the residents of Austintown. You all voted for it. This is what you guys want. I said I want to be the voice of the people, so that's where I'm leaning towards. Not to mention some of the other aspects that were involved in coming to this decision. I think Youngstown already said yes. They already said that they're gonna go ahead and have it. So even if we don't, people's gonna drive to Youngstown, buy it, come back over here, and we're gonna miss out on a substantial amount of money, which can go from like $400,000 to $700,000 of desperate dollars that we can use to improve our community. The last thing we wanna do is go into your guys' pocket. And here we are, pretty much people giving us a blank check, more to say. And I think it's something that we can use to enhance our park, our road, anything that's been lacking, that we don't have to go through your guys' pocket. So that's pretty much where I'm standing. So with that being said, I'd like to have a motion to approve new business B as per the agenda.
Second.
Mr. Shepherd?
Yes.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
Mrs. Devers?
Yes.
All right, next week we have a motion to approve Otarma invoice of $134,875.89 for buildings, properties, vehicles, and liability insurance coverage for the year May 16, 2024 through May 15, 2025. Last year, the insurance coverage was $128,853, which was paid for the 23-24 year.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Sanchez?
Yes.
Mrs. Devers? Yes. Mr. Shepherd?
Yes.
Next, I have a motion to accept a donation check from John D. Marano in the amount of $1,500 for the purchase of a picnic table to be placed in the new Austintown Rotary picnic area located at the Austintown Township Park Playground.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Devers?
Yes.
Mr. Shepherd?
Yes.
Mr. Sanchez?
Yes. Speak on that since you were.
I kind of mentioned it earlier, but yeah, Johnny Marino, the owner of Tavola Catering, as well as Mojo's on Mahoning Avenue. You guys know his mom with Marino's restaurant on Mahoning Avenue as well. They've been members of the community since, gosh, as long as I can remember. I mean, our parents immigrated from Italy together way back when. So he was always a friend of the families, and when I was campaigning, he was more than generous to reach out to me and say, listen, there's everything I can do to help the park. And I know that we're going to be seeing Johnny Marino step up even more over the next year or so. But this is just something that we needed quickly. And I have others that will be coming forward with these type of donations as well to enhance the picnic tables at the park, so for the betterment of Austintown Township. Thank you to the Marino family.
Thank you for reaching out to them. You want to say anything on that? All right, next we have our Ohio Division of Liquor Control, whether request a hearing on notice to legislative authority of the new permit to Meander Boardman LLC, doing business as Home 2 Suites by Hilton, 5580 Patriot Boulevard, Austintown, Ohio, 44515, permit number 5791438, permit class D5A. Chief, did you have anything on that before we move?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Shepherd?
Yes.
Mr. Sanchez?
Yes.
Mrs. Devers?
Yes.
We're going to start with remarks from the board. Mr. Chavez, you have anything?
Yeah. I was fortunate enough last year and this year to attend the semifinals and state championship softball game up in Akron. And it was a great time. It was beautiful weather. It's extremely exciting. And I'll say, with Cindy coming back next year, it's very possible this cap could happen a third time, right, God willing. So congratulations to them. And Sam Smarter, good job on the Memorial Day Parade. It was an honor to participate in that. Again, Johnny Marino, the Austintown Lions Club, especially the Austintown Rotary for their contribution. Thank you to Austintown Schools. We appreciate what the board has done for the story time at the park, as well as the Memorial Day services inside the school. I thought it was much better inside. It was easier to understand people without the wind or the weather being an issue. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Well, in ditto on most of what trustee Shepis has just said. But, of course, I want to congratulate the Austintown Falcons softball team. Back-to-back Division I state champs. I want to say great job, ladies. Austintown is so proud of them. Again, thanks to the Rotary, and I don't need to repeat all of it. The generosity, also the support from Senator Rulli and Representative Alcatrona, and now in the Austintown Township Park expansion project. Just want to remind everybody, since we don't really have a meeting until after this, June 30th is our, the Hollywood Casino is our party, 4th of July party, and our fireworks. Excited to have that. It starts at noon. And then July 4th, of course, is our parade that starts at 12 o'clock at Highway Tabernacle. The parade is always at 12 o'clock at Highway Tabernacle, and you can still sign up if anybody would like to be in the parade. If you haven't signed up, you can still sign up. I don't have much else to say besides I appreciate everybody that's here and takes concern in our town, just like we do. And I'm open for any suggestions if you'd ever like to speak to me. And I appreciate everybody being here tonight. Thank you.
Obviously, congratulations, softball team, they did a phenomenal job. I won't go more into that, but can't wait for next year. Looking forward to a third. That'd be great. Phenomenal. Want to reiterate thanks to the Rotary for that donation. It's phenomenal. It's heartwarming. Definitely hard work that Alcatrona and Mike Rulli and obviously the Parks Department have done for that park. It's definitely a good time. Can't get my son off the zip line. Darren, stay off of it. Okay. We had our official door opening, well, a couple weeks ago over at the Patriot Boulevard. It's doing great. I definitely appreciate everyone being respectful. I'm not kind of going overboard with it. If you guys don't know, kind of rehashing it. The door is a designated outdoor refreshment area, which means when both Quaker Steak and Lou, Cracker Barrel, and Michael Brew House and Harley Davidson have an event, you can leave with one alcoholic beverage in an improved container and kind of enjoy the festivities. So I'm glad everything is going smoothly there, and I appreciate it. Definitely pray for all the victims down in Youngstown. I appreciate everything you guys are doing down there. I mean, it's crazy. Eastgate is there all the time. I mean, yeah, soon all of you go down Eastgate once, if not twice a week. So it's just scared. I mean, to know that could have been one of them. So not really doing these things, but just praise God that everyone gets killed safely, and those two victims, that's my feelings to their family. I hope that they can at one point move past that. Definitely want to give props to the American Legion Post 301. All the individuals there did a great job on the Memorial Day Parade. I appreciate the VFW, the DAV, the Marine Corps League, and all those who definitely made it a good event. So I appreciate it. It means a lot being a veteran myself. Memorial Day has a certain part, and it's awesome turnout Austintown has. So I'll leave it at that. So, thank you. All right, I have a motion to recess to executive session, discuss personnel issues. So moved.
Second.
Mr. Shepis?
Yes.
Mr. Sanchez?
Yes.
Mrs. Deaver?
Yes.
Yes, you give up.